Hello and welcome back to another session of Therapy and Panels. This week we're continuing with the second part of the three-part drug issue of Marvel Comics, denial of getting the approval of the Comics Code Authority, and talking about drugs. Just for a quick little recap for everybody, basically, due to some severe stress lately, due to school, his relationship with Mary Jane and whatnot, Harry Osborn is not doing too great. And I think Norman is also affecting some problems too, especially after, during an event, a young man had an argument with Norman about what he could do to help fix the drug abuse problems. And the first issue ended with Norman Osborn regaining his memories as the Green Goblin and encountering Spider-Man. Let's see what Peter Parker will do as we take a look at The Amazing Spider-Man issue 97.
The cover's pretty decent. Nothing too crazy going on. Just seems Spidey and the Green Goblin have been in a fight for a bit, and Spidey manages to get Gobby here in the chokehold. Other than that, nothing much else going on with it. We begin as Norman's Green Goblin persona returned, and the two begin a battle that leaves several streetlights permanently into a modern art display. The Goblin manages to escape, vowing to hit Spider-Man where it hurts the most.
Please, this is nothing compared to what the writers do to him on a daily basis anymore, so bring it on.
Spidey changes back into his civilian garb, regretting everything about today, terrified of what Norman will do now that he remembers he is Spider-Man. Back home, Peter finds Harry stressed out over his studies and his bad relationship with Mary Jane, and frankly just life altogether. As Peter tries to lighten the mood, he immediately notices that Harry has been relying on pills to cope.
He may have the look of a concerned best friend, but you just know he's thinking in his head, this is above my pay grade, and I don't even get paid.
The next day, Peter and Harry head off to class, and Mary Jane once again gives Harry the emotional equivalent of airplane mode, choosing to talk to Peter instead. Peter finally decides to scold her for this, as her only response is just a vague, "It's complicated."
The teenager equivalent of, I'm just gonna continue emotionally abusing this person until they turn into a horrible human being. Because I myself am a horrible human being.
This causes Harry to go off and meet with his dealer to get more pills, because this is a great coping mechanism. And meanwhile, Peter goes looking for him, but comes up empty, deciding to instead go hunting down the Goblin as Spider-Man, after hearing about a string of thefts. He goes out searching, but the Goblin is ultimately nowhere to be found, and he tries to confront Norman at his office as Peter, but yet again discovers another dead end. Meanwhile, Harry finally confronts Mary Jane about her behavior, and she finally just decides to end things once and for all.
You know, the more I go back on some of these old Spidey stories and just how she is nowadays, I gotta say, Mary Jane is kind of a horrible person.
Harry, taking this all badly, returns home and vents at Peter, who finally decides to snap back, causing him to storm off to find more pills. Peter goes out searching for the Goblin again, but comes up short, returning home to see that Harry has overdosed on pills. As Peter goes to call an ambulance, he is paid a visit outside the window by the Green Goblin, ending the issue.
So that was part 2 of the 3-part drug issues, and for my diagnosis, this was a better improvement compared to last week.
We had a decent action, and the whole plot with Harry spiraling downward is pretty decent, and it shows us just how much only one person can take before they do something, like taking pills to help cope. And altogether, this is a great way of just showing what happens for people.
And with that, it is the end of today's session. Thank you all for attending. If you liked the video, as always, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, I am the Super Guru signing off, and I'll see you next week for the final part of this series.